my fabulous second grade friends. Today, or this week rather, we are going to focus on texture. Now, texture is the surface of an object. Every object has a surface, so every surface has a texture. So textures can be smooth, rough, hard, soft, bumpy, lumpy, jagged, rigid, anything that you can think of, because everything has a texture. So I have pulled up on my iPad my texture hands inspiration paper that I have sent to you guys with your lesson, and you're going to see that on this paper it has lots of different textures. You can print this out too if you'd like to. Smooth, rough, hard, soft, bumpy, woven, jagged, rigid. You don't have to use these textures. If you want to look around your house and think of any other textures that you guys can think of for your project, you're more than welcome to as well. So the very first thing I'm going to do is get a piece of paper, and you can use any kind of paper that you have, and you're going to trace the hand that you don't write with. So Mrs. Counts is left-handed, so I'm going to trace my right hand, and I'm just going to put my hand on my paper like this, and I want some of my arm showing because I'm also going to trace my arm. Now, when you're tracing your hand, you don't want to have your fingers really close together. You want them to kind of be spread out a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and go around my arm with my pencil, and then I'm just going to very carefully go around all of my fingers. So I'm going to go inside of my fingers and go all the way around, and I'm tracing the hand that I don't write with, and then go down on my arm like that. So there is my hand. So I have 4 fingers, my thumb, the palm of my hand, and also my arm. Now on each one of your fingers, I want you to try to do a different texture. So maybe on my pointer finger, I'm gonna do a bumpy texture. Make it look like it has bumps all over it. Maybe on my middle finger, I'm gonna do a jagged texture and put some zigzag lines. Maybe on my ring finger, I'm gonna look like it's hairy and put some wavy lines coming out of my ring finger. And then maybe on my pinky, I want it to look like it's bumpy or soft. Maybe make it look like a cloud, like that. And then I think on my thumb, maybe I'll make it look hard, and maybe it will look like a brick wall. I'm gonna make it look like it's hard. Okay, and then maybe on the palm of my hand, I'm gonna make it look like it's spiky. And you don't have to do the same textures as me. I'd like you to try to think of your own textures. And then maybe on the arm part, I'm gonna make it look like it's wavy. Just like that. And I am finished. When you are finished, if you have colors at your house, I would like for you to color your hand. Mrs. Counts has some colored pencils here, but I also think that crayons would probably work. I don't know if markers would work best for this project, just because if you color over this with a marker, you might not be able to see your texture. So I think colored pencils or crayons would probably be best to color this in so that you can still see your texture. So I think I'm gonna color my fingers different colors. I'm not gonna color my hand all the same. So I'm gonna use this blue, and you can use whatever color you want, second grade friends, to color in your texture hand. And then maybe I'll go ahead and use my yellow for my thumb. And please remember, when you're coloring, I want you to color your very best. Color back and forth in the same direction and try to get all of those white spots. And just like I said, it would probably be best to use crayons or colored pencils for this. You probably don't really want to use markers, because if you use markers to color this, it might be a little hard for you to see your texture. And then I think I'm going to use my like bluish green color, my teal color here, to color in the palm of my hand and also my arm. So please remember, when you're coloring, I want you to do your very best job. Color back and forth in the same direction and try to get all of those white spots. I don't want to see stuff like this, second grade friends, it's scribbling, and we don't scribble. I want you to color back and forth in the same direction and do your very best job. I'm also going to color this arm part with this color too. And then when you're finished, my fabulous Springmeyer artists, if you have a black marker, you can go back and outline just like we do with our markers when we're at school. You can go back and outline your textures. So I'm going to go back with my little skinny black marker that I have here because Mrs. Counts doesn't have a Sharpie at home. And I'm going to outline all of my pencil marks. Now I'm doing this last because since I don't have a Sharpie, it would smear if I did this first. I'm going to outline the outline of my hand and then all of the rest of my texture, just like that. We're going to pretend like I'm finished even though I'm not. All right, my fabulous second grade friends, when you are finished with your texture hand, I would absolutely love for you to take a photo of it and email it to me, please, so I can see your wonderful creations this week. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you have fun making your texture hand, and I hope to see you soon. Have a great day, Springmeyer friends.